YouTube, coming back with another flashlight review. We're looking at a Nitecore. This is the MT10A. This is a 14500 or AA, 1AA flashlight, putting out an impressive 920 lumens. As far as I know, this is the brightest single cell 14500 battery flashlight out there. There may be one brighter, but that's kind of hard to believe for 920 lumens. It's so much. So we'll run on a AA or a 14500. You're not going to get that kind of lumen output on a AA, obviously. So 5-year warranty from Nitecore on this. I got this in a cool bundle we're going to talk about real quick. It came with the flashlight, this little battery pack from Edison Bright. With the flashlight, you also get a holster, a lanyard, 2 lanyards actually, funny enough. That actually says through night on it. It's like they threw a wrong lanyard on there in accident. And you have your warranty card and your instruction manual. It also comes with this charger, which is a pretty sweet little charger. It has an LCD readout to show you what the battery percentage is. Like right now I'm charging this Thorfire 14500, it's at 33%. It also has the ability to use a USB, so you can actually charge your battery and use this as a charging device for something else. There's a little switch up here, and you can see that little guy is charging now. Pretty sweet. It's a multi-function charger. So it can charge your phone or something, and it'll charge a battery. Or it'll use a battery as an option to charge your phone. It's kind of like a little power pack. So really cool little charger. It is the model number, man, I forgot the packaging. Be right back. That is the UM10. That is the model number. So it came with this charger and all the other fixings there, plus it came with a 14500 Nitecore battery in the flashlight. I'll show you. 650 milliamps. So pretty much the whole package. Really awesome deal for around 60 bucks, I think it was. I'll put a link in the description where I got it on Amazon. Awesome. So it comes with a charger to charge your batteries, which is really good to have. And then the flashlight plus all the other goodies. So, but most of this review is gonna focus on this flashlight because it's pretty incredible light for its size and for its the type of battery it takes. Lately, I've reviewed a few of these AA lights, like the Manker E11, which was about 800 lumens claimed. The Klarz MI7 is 700 lumens claimed. I reviewed the Phoenix RCO5, which is actually underrated as far as lumens in my opinion. Really dig this light. And then a couple of through nights that I've reviewed. So size wise, while we have all these lights here, let's compare them. This is going to be the largest of these lights. Now actually the Archer 1A V3 is about the same length, but it's quite a bit skinnier. Then you have the Phoenix, the through night T10, the Klarz, and then the Manker. So there's kind of your whole range there. So it's a larger light, and it has a larger head, but it also puts out a lot more light than those other lights. So let's kind of go over the interface. So it does have a tail switch plus these 4 buttons. Now these 4 buttons are awesome. So another thing that's cool, here's your memory mode. So I just must have had it on this SOS. It has a red light, so you can do SOS red. You can have just a red light, so if you're reading a lamp or something, if you're reading an app or something, really good for that. And if you want to just progress up the modes, you just go into like your lowest mode, medium, high, turbo. That's the 920 lumens. And guys, it is stupid bright. Here's a good idea of the beam profile of that. And I'll roll in some footage here in a minute comparing it to some other lights to show you just how bright it is. I took this thing camping with me this last weekend, and I wish I would have had my camera because it lit up this entire hillside. It was awesome. It's pretty impressive. So love the modes. It just has those up there. You also can quickly press that down. It goes into the lowest. Quickly press that. Hold that down for a second. Goes to the highest mode. And you can also press both of these. Strobe warning. Haha, just kidding. You have to press both at the same time, and you get your strobe. So lots of different modes. Very unique that it has a red light. I think that's a really cool feature. and that it can get all the way up to 920 lumens, and it's super easy to use with this interface. Really dig this light. Like I said, a little large for AA 14500 size light, but you get so much light out of this. I'll show you in the footage here in a minute how it compares to a 1000 plus lumen through night on running on an 18650 battery. In fact, here's that light. Here's the TC12. This light is nearly as bright. I mean, you can't really tell a difference in my opinion. But look how much more compact it is. It's also smaller than the LumenTop SD Mini I reviewed. That one's actually in my out in my car at the moment, so I don't have it to compare. But it's smaller as far as it's about the same length, but it's quite a bit slimmer still, even with this bigger head. So you know, as far as an EDC light, it may be a little large, but as like a duty light for a police officer or someone's going to carry it on their belt if you want to use that holster or something to put in your EDC bag. The huge advantage here is you can get a ton of light, a lot of lumens, but you can also use, if you need to, in an emergency, if AA, and this is a crappy alkaline battery, I would recommend using nickel metal hydride at least, but you can use something like that in a pinch if you need to, if your 14500 dies on you. One thing I wish this did have was rechargeability. I mean, it is nice that the bundle I bought came with this charger, so I can recharge the batteries. And that charger has multi-purpose, so it wouldn't be something to put in, you know, bad to put in your EDC bag or something. But that's the only thing I wish that it had. It was a USB recharging port, similar to the Phoenix, where the Phoenix has the USB recharging with a magnetic charger. So that would be something I would really like to see. But you know, other than that, this is an impressive light, especially for the battery it takes. One single AA sized battery, the 14500, comes with the battery, came with the charger, all these goodies. Really great value. Nitecore 5-year warranty on this light. Fit and finish. I mean, I will say that, you know, I've kind of scratched off some of the anodizing here, right there. So it's not going to be, it's not the top of the line as far as fit and finish is concerned. I haven't had this light that long. I do like that it has the dual, you know, has the tail switch, and it has memory also. So if I go into like a medium, turn it off, it goes right back into that mode. I like that. I like also the forward, kind of similar to how the through night lights work. The pocket clip is also reversible, so you can carry bezel up, bezel down. You can clip it onto a hat by flipping this around. That would make quite the headlamp if you had it on high. Let's go over our run times and those things of that matter, so I don't forget about those. And I gotta reference the manual for that, to be honest with you. The type of LED, let's look at the reflector here. It's got an orange pill reflector. You can see the secondary little red light in there. It's an Cree XML U2 LED. Again, 920 lumens. It can throw up to 170 meters, which is pretty awesome. And I can tell you, it has some seriously good throw for this light. Your overall dimensions are 4.25 long, 1 inch head diameter, 0.83 inches of tail diameter, weighs 2.4 ounces without your battery. So your run times on high is 30 minutes. That's actually pretty impressive for 920 lumens. Your on turbo, turbo 920 lumens is 30 minutes. High on your high mode, which is 500 lumens, is 45 minutes. Your mid mode, 180 lumens, will go an hour and 45. That's really quite good. And this is again on a low 14500 battery. 70 lumens on low, and your lowest mode is 1 lumen, and that's 100 hours. Now, if you were to use a AA battery instead of a 14500, this is pretty staggering, the difference in brightness. Your turbo mode is only 170 lumens. That's pretty low. High 95, mid 48, low 17, and lowest on 1 lumen. But your runtime on a AA high is 2 hours and 45 minutes. Quite a long time. So again, if you need to use a AA battery in a pinch, you have that capability. So let's go ahead and roll in that footage, and then we'll kind of wrap up the video. Alright, here's the high for the Claris, and the high for the Nitecore. Side by side. You can tell the Nitecore is definitely brighter. Alright, let's do the Maker. They're a really bright 14500. again, pretty obvious that the Nitecore is brighter. Last but not least, let's compare it to a 1000 lumen TrueNite 18650. Oops. Nitecore on the right, TrueNite on the left. Actually, I think it may even be 1100 lumens. It's a little over 1000 lumens. On an 18650, this is 950 on a 14500. Very, very similar output. So, very impressive for this little Nitecore. King of the, sorry about the strobe there. King of the 14500 AA size single cell flashlights, in my opinion. That's insane. And you can cycle down just by pressing the arrows down. Or medium, high, turbo. There's the shed, 30, 40 yards away. Tree, big old pine, lights that up completely. It's a pretty good balance between flood and throw. You can see in the video, compared to its competition in this battery range with the 14500, pretty much blows them all away. It competes well with an 18650 light, which is awesome. And as you saw in the footage there too, it has some pretty impressive throw. So overall, I think it's the king of the 14500 single cell flashlights. I mean, I can't think of anything brighter at the moment. I like the interface. I love these forward buttons with the tail switch, the reversible pocket clip. The red light mode is really cool. You're not going to find that in most lights. Just a lot of cool features for this light, making it a really great deal. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next review.